In 1993, the Luxor Pyramid opened as the boldest resort Las Vegas had ever attempted. Today, its signature amenities are gone, its Egyptian identity has been gutted, and its land is now valued at over $600 per square foot. An $850 million bid suggests developers believe this icon is worth more demolished than standing. To understand whether the Luxor is truly finished, you have to look at what was buried in its foundation from the very beginning. On an October night in 1993, the Las Vegas Strip welcomed a spectacle unlike anything it had seen before. The Luxor Pyramid opened its doors to a crowd of nearly 10,000, each guest stepping into a world shaped by ancient myth and modern ambition. At the heart of the experience, a black glass pyramid soared 30 stories above the desert, its apex crowned by a blinding beam of light that pierced the night sky, visible for miles, even from passing aircraft. Inside, the atrium stretched higher than any other in the world, housing an indoor Nile River ride that ferried visitors past towering pharaohs, golden sarcophagi, and a replica of King Tut's tomb. The hotel's 2,500 rooms lined the sloping walls, each angled along the pyramid's geometry, offering views into the vast interior void. The casino floor sprawled beneath a ceiling of hieroglyphics, while families and tourists queued for the river cruise, marveling at the spectacle of themed entertainment on a scale only Las Vegas could attempt. Circus Enterprises, the developer behind the project, had staked nearly $400 million on the idea that guests would flock to a fully immersive, family-friendly fantasy, an Egyptian city reimagined for the age of the mega resort. For a brief moment, the Luxor was the center of the Strip's attention. Its pyramid silhouette became an instant icon, splashed across postcards and television ads, promising visitors a journey into the past, delivered with the technology and bravado of the 1990s. The opening captured the city's appetite for wonder and hinted at a future where themed resorts would define the Las Vegas skyline. The Luxor's pyramid, with its 660-foot square base and 30-story atrium, is an engineering marvel that comes at a cost few see. Its concrete shell, poured at a precise angle, leaves little room for compromise. Heating and cooling such a vast, sloped space is a daily challenge. Traditional vertical ductwork cannot fit as the pyramid narrows, so engineers rely on step-down air handling units, each tailored to a specific tier. Sensors constantly adjust airflow to counteract wild temperature swings, scorching air near the glass and cooler pockets below. The system is energy-intensive, and when parts fail, replacements are often custom-made to fit the pyramid's geometry. The glass facade, made of nearly 28,500 panes, faces the relentless Nevada sun. Expansion and contraction strain seals, causing frequent leaks. Maintenance crews rappel down the sloped exterior to clean, reseal, and replace panes. This process costs more than $1 million each year, far exceeding the upkeep of a standard hotel tower. The facade's upkeep is a never-ending cycle, dictated by the desert climate and the pyramid's angles. Retrofitting new technology is another battle. The solid concrete core blocks easy installation of modern cabling or updated mechanical systems. Any upgrade must work around the original design, driving up costs and limiting options. Engineers describe a constant struggle to maintain the pyramid's iconic silhouette while managing aging infrastructure. These design choices, once symbols of ambition, now bind the Luxor to higher maintenance costs and limited flexibility, shaping its future in ways that ripple through every operational decision. Guests stepping into the Luxor today often encounter a reality that falls short of the pyramid's legendary promise. Online reviews from 2024 and 2025 describe rooms that feel worn, with stained carpets, flickering lights, and air conditioners that rattle through the night. One guest writing in March 2025 called the decor stuck in another decade, while another in late 2024 pointed to a closed pool and the disappearance of the once famous buffet. The buffet, a staple of Strip hospitality, served its last meal in October 2023 and was replaced by a modest grab-and-go counter. For many, this change feels like a loss of the communal energy that defined the Luxor's heyday. Staff on the front lines see the strain behind the scenes. A front desk associate explained that navigating the pyramid's sloped corridors adds minutes to every housekeeping round, stretching teams thin and fueling high turnover. Maintenance crews field constant calls about leaky fixtures and inconsistent climate control. The aging HVAC system, already complicated by the building's unique angles, now triggers multiple service requests each week in every wing. Employees speak openly about the physical demands and the pressure of keeping up appearances as the property ages. Amenity reductions have become impossible to ignore. The nightclub, once a nightly draw, now operates only 3 nights a week due to staffing cuts. The indoor pool, once a retreat from the desert heat, has been closed for renovations since early 2025, with no clear reopening date. The Egyptian-themed exhibits that once filled the atrium are long gone, replaced by conference rooms and generic signage. For guests and staff alike, these changes signal a property in retreat, struggling to deliver the experience its silhouette still promises. Market analysts tracking the Las Vegas Strip point to a fundamental shift in how hotels compete for revenue. Since 2021, the average daily rate for premium properties has climbed above $130, setting a new benchmark for what guests are willing to pay for luxury and exclusivity. The Luxor, despite its iconic pyramid, remains locked in the mid-tier segment, with its average daily rate consistently trailing the premium tier by $30 to $40. This gap is not just about aging decor or faded theming, it is a reflection of how the Strip's economics have changed. Analysts from CBRE Hotels and STR highlight a pattern. As luxury towers like Wynn and Resorts World drive up the market's price floor, mid-tier properties like Luxor face a ceiling they cannot break without risking occupancy. Any push to raise rates closer to the Strip average risks losing the cost. Conscious guests who still fill its 4,400 rooms. The pyramid's operational costs, already higher due to its unique design, leave little margin for error. Operators have responded with a focus on cost control rather than aggressive upgrades. In a 2024 earnings call, MGM's chief financial officer described the Luxor as a value segment anchor and emphasized optimizing the cost structure over chasing premium status. Industry experts point to revenue per available room, called RevPAR, lagging behind the Strip average. Despite recent investments in entertainment venues and limited room refreshes, the financial logic is clear. Major capital upgrades carry diminishing returns when the property's average daily rate is capped by market perception and guest expectations. In this environment, even modest renovations become a gamble, with no guarantee of recapturing the investment through higher rates or improved occupancy. Land on the Las Vegas Strip has become a high-stakes calculation, and the Luxor's future now hinges on numbers that didn't matter 30 years ago. Clark County assessors recorded the Luxor parcel's value climbing from $470 per square foot in 2020 to $620 per square foot by 2024. This is a jump that puts it in the same league as the sites that triggered the demolition of the Frontier and Dunes. In early 2025, an $850 million bid from a major developer surfaced, proposing to replace the pyramid with a new 2,500-room hotel and a residential tower. Academic analysts at UNLV's Harrah College modeled the options. Keeping the Luxor as a repositioned mid-tier resort yields a projected 7% return on investment, while redeveloping the land could deliver up to 15% over 30 years. The calculus is stark. Either accept lower margins and preserve an icon, or chase the higher returns that Strip land now commands. History on the Strip offers 2 clear examples of what happens when a hotel's economics and identity reach a crossroads. The Frontier, an aging property by 2007, was demolished after its land value soared past $600 per square foot. Within 2 years, the site was cleared for a new hotel and residential tower, with developers citing a projected return far higher than continued casino operations could offer. The story was similar at the Dunes, which made way for the Bellagio after a feasibility study projected nearly double the revenue from a luxury redevelopment. In both cases, demolition followed once the land alone promised greater long-term returns than keeping the old hotel open. Not every property takes that path. Excalibur and Circus, both from the same era as Luxor, have survived by repositioning. Excalibur's $60 million renovation in 2017 trimmed its medieval theme and focused on value-driven amenities, stabilizing occupancy and keeping rates competitive. Circus expanded with a new tower and refreshed its family attractions, maintaining its place in the budget segment even as luxury properties pulled ahead. These precedents reveal two diverging futures, one where the pyramid silhouette is preserved as a value icon, and another where the land beneath it becomes too valuable to ignore. Las Vegas now rewards the boldest reinvention, not the boldest architecture. As land values soar and guest expectations evolve, the Luxor stands at a crossroads between preservation and erasure. Its future will reveal whether nostalgia or economics ultimately decides what remains on the Strip. What do you think?